handle our field markings. What do I mean by field markings? I'm talking about our center circle, our halfway line, and maybe the bonnet, like all those. Should I say these are not assets? I'm drawing it myself, but like all those things I have to do with the field. Understand? So let's see our center circle. I'm going to draw our center circle first. Uh, let's set a radius for it. I'm going to be passing it later. So just let's just now these values are not magic. I've done some tinkering already. So yes, now you can access the Pygame dot draw method, and then you also go dot circle like this. Now if I hover, we can see we need the surface, we need the color, we need the center, we need the radius. Like I said, that's why I made a variable for it. You understand? So you can see center circle radius equals inside the brackets of the method. But come on, yes. So we pass in our background. We want it to be white, and then now our should I say x position? Yeah, our x position, and then y position. So like this, and then you can pass in our uh, center circle, center circle radius like this. Yes. And what was the last? Mm, This. Oh, okay. And you have it like this. Now we can draw another circle. Say background, white again, and then we can have our x and you know y positions. If I call it like this, and then we take 5. Yeah, like this. Now, Pygame, yeah, I'm not explaining a lot, but maybe I might say a thing or two about that. But yeah, let's just get this over with very quickly. So Pygame, so I have to draw a line now. Understand? So okay, yes. So basically, what I did for the center circle is I passed a line through like the circle, to get that effect. Yes, don't judge. So yes, and let me do this other position with comma height over 2 and then 2 I guess. Yes, and now you can I should have really just been copying all this. Yes, it also takes in the same background color and then our width and let me still call it x position and y position. Right. Yeah. Yeah, so like this, and then we'll have our center circle ideally. Let me have a look. I feel like I've made some mistakes over there. Yep, line 28. No, okay. Now this is supposed to be a rectangle. Because yeah, yeah. So everything's coming together nicely. You can see that we have the last rectangle that we drew, and then we will do some skirmishes inside it and call it our goal net. So this will be our goal post, and then you can see our center circle. We passed the line through the circle that we made right over here, and then we have our pitch coming to life. Yes, that's good. That's good. So yeah, now let's handle our goal net. Honestly, though, you can leave. Let me do it. Let's leave. Though we can just leave our net like that. For some aesthetics, let's just you know let's add it. Let's add it to give it a good feel. I'm just trying not to waste anybody's time. Um, uh, this is height, GIGHT, like that. Yes. So now our go height is going to be 40. Yes. Again, don't ask in your head, is this magic? Like I've already tinkered with this. So our net color, let's think RGB again. Sorry, I don't remember why this seems to have four values. 200, 200, 200, Jesus, 200, 200, and 150. Like this. Yeah, it beats me too. Now our net surface, say pi again, plus surface plus surface, and then yes, we're taking a tuple. So we pass in our go width and our go height, just like we did with our background, like because it's the height and then the width that at the end of the day will make up our surface. Whether it's the surface of our whole screen or the surface of, like you get the idea. Now you see Pygame dot uh, SRC alpha. Okay, SRC alpha. Yes, now this was supposed to make the whole thing transparent or something. Okay, upon my research alone. Yes, so for I in range 0, and then I'll go with so you're taking so from 0 and then I'll go with and then 15. Again, these are not manufactured values. Now we want a range to draw the lines in. Yes. Now you can see Pygame dot draw dot line. Okay, we are going to draw more lines. Yes. So net. Now what the line is going to be? It's going to be the net surface, and then our color is going to be our net color, which we have set over there. And then here is the tricky part. See, I am 0. So for I in this range, for each value in this range, yes, now our first position is going to be I in 0. Like that's going to, how do I put it? Okay, so for I in range 0, and then I'll go with and then 15. And we are going to draw, lines through this range. So Pygame dot draw line, and the next surface. And then so this is our surface, this is our color. And this will be our starting position, let's say X position. And then this will be our Y position. So I go height, and then yes, now our last element is going to be 1, like this. And then yes, and then boom. And then we'll go again. For I in range, yes, okay, so the first, you know, I in range we did was for the go width. So I think ideally it's going to draw the lines horizontally, and I'll go for the go height. I don't know if you get the whole flow. Now our go height is going to be sense a lot different. Now we're going to draw our lines again and copy this. Yes, you got one of them. Yes, and taking our net surface, our net color. Now I want to switch these. Please just switch. I want to switch these like this, and then also this one. So let's see. Oh god. Oh god. Undo. I want to switch these. And let's bring the eye over here. That should do. We are almost there with our goal net. Now we can see our goal. Yes, now we are going to form, should I say, a rectangle? Yes, rectangle out of all this. So we say goal rect equals net, our net surface over here. Let's get our rectangle like this. And then we see center equals width divided by 2, 20. Yes, now I know we have waived a lot of values over here, but I'm going to explain it, soon so that no one. Yeah, I want you to go back and then look at the indentation for everything that we are updating and then updating. It's not part of our game loop. Our game loop is just supposed to handle, you know, our events. Yes, and then for now it's just handling our quick events. Like if we nest it over here, then yeah, we're having all sorts of problems. Yes. So now that we created our what is it? Our go rect. You understand? We have taken all these parameters and all these loops and then all these tricks that we have done, and then we have created our go rectangle. Yes. So now we have to display it. You have to plate it. Actually, so screen dot plate. And then let me see. What do we call it? Go rect. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Go rect. I guess. And ideally, we should have no more problems. And then line 51. Okay, so argument one must be pygame dot surface dot surface, not pygame dot rex dot rex. Okay, so yes, the purpose of everything we do is now coming to yes. So this is the surface we created right here. So we want to come here and then what do you call the next surface? We'll pass in like this. Yes. Okay, so now you know that for our blade, we always expect two arguments, our surface and then our actual should I say object or what? Yeah. Now speaking of objects, I didn't do OOP for this. We'll get into all of that later. Yes, so now one last run. Let's hopefully we'll have our nets and everything. Yes. Uh yes. We'll just work with this. Yes. I might not, play with the values to get rid of the creep, but